press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to your English class today, and we are going to deal with a poem that's The Blind Boy, written by Colley Kiba. Okay, Colley Kiba, he has written the poem The Blind Boy, and it's for memorization, students. You'll have to by heart it, okay? You have to memorize it. I think this is the second poem you'll have to memorize. Just give me a second. Yes, three poems for memorization. This is one among them. All right, now we'll discuss a little about the poet and then understand what he has to tell us. Okay, Colley Kiba. His name is Colley Kiba, and he was born on the 6th of November 1671 in London, and he passed away on December 11, 1757 in London itself. He was an English actor manager, that is, he had his own drama company, okay. So he has written 25 plays for his own company, that's the drama company there, theatre, he owned a theatre there. Kiba's poetical work was derived in his time, and he has been remembered only for being poor. That is, though he made his name at a very greater sector, but he's always known for being very poor in what he did. And though he has written 25 plays, few of the plays have become a hit, few of them have not entertained people a lot, okay. And his importance in British theatre history rests on his being one of the first in a long line of actor managers, on the interest of two of his comedies as documents of evolving early 18th century taste and ideology, and on the value of his autobiography. Now this is very simple, understand it like this. He has influenced British theatre, okay, British literature. He has influenced, his plays have come under the British literature that has to be read apart from other literatures. And there are other literatures, American, Indian, Canadian, okay, Dalit. One among them is British literature. So under British literature, and he was in London, and that is why it's influenced that place there. He has been one of the first of that kind, that he has been an actor as well as a manager, okay, actor as well as a manager. And two of his comedies, now there are comedies and tragedies. Comedies have a fulfilling or a satisfying, a happy ending. Tragedy doesn't have a happy ending. Okay, then another one is tragic comedy. Tragic comedy is involving both tragedy and comedy. All right. So his two of his comedies have talked about the beginning of the 18th century, the taste, the people of 18th century, their ideas, their values at that time, and he has written that value in his autobiography. Now, before I begin the poem for you, I would like to narrate a story. Listen to each word carefully that I say. This story is also about a blind boy. I wanted to tell this to you because it's in relation to the poem that we are going to study by Colley Kiba. Now, the story goes like this. Listen carefully, okay? There was a blind boy, okay? There was a blind boy, and he sat on the footpath. On the streets there, he sat on the footpath, and he had kept his hat, okay, which was reversed on the other side so that he can collect money in that. He kept the hat beside him, and he was sitting there. He could not see anything in and around him. And in front of the hat, he wrote a line there. I am blind, please help. What did he write? I am blind, please help. And people used to put coins to him, okay? People put a certain amount of money, but he didn't get a huge collection of money at that time. Then there comes a man. There is a man who is passing by the blind boy, and he offers 2-3 coins to him, to the blind boy. And what does the man do? He offers those coins, or he puts this coin in his hat, and he writes a different sign. Okay, he writes a different sign and just goes away. He goes away. That was in the morning area, the morning time, okay. That man reverses the sign of I am blind, please help. He writes something else and he goes away. Now the man was curious to know if his sign had worked, and then he comes back around mid-noon, comes back there just to see what has happened to that blind boy. Now what must have happened? He realizes that the hat is full of coins. And as that man was coming near the blind boy listens to the footsteps of the man and says, were you the same man who came in the morning and did something here which I cannot see, which I cannot realize what you did? And the man says, yes, of course, I only told the truth to you. I didn't do anything else. I offered you some coins and I only told the truth. You also told the truth. You said, I am blind, please help. But on my side, I also told the truth to people. And the boy was very curious to know what was that truth that the man said was different from the truth that I have said. And the boy asks, tell me, can you tell me please, what have you written in such a way that people have helped me a lot? And the man says, the truth that I wrote was, today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it. So what did the man write? The man had written, today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it. Okay? I cannot see it. And that was the sign that the man had kept it in front of the hat, reversing the sign, I am blind, please help. And the boy appreciates the man and says, thank you very much. I realized today that things can also be told in different ways. The same thing can be told in different ways. And there ends the story, okay? There ends the story, yet what's the meaning of the story here? What is the interpretation or the analysis that you want to take? See the sign, the first sign. I am blind, please help, and today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it. Both say the same thing, isn't it? That the boy is blind and he cannot see it. He cannot see anything. But what is the major emphasis? That the boy is blind. So we always have two ways of doing the thing. That's why they said, right, two faces of the same coin. Now what is the two faces of the same coin? A reversal of the words there. A way of saying it, a better way of saying it has made life better for the boy. So that's how it is. That's the moral you will have to take, students, as in to say, we have so many things that we don't appreciate. Now imagine if we were blind and if we couldn't see anything in and around us. It would be all dark around us and it would be such an unpleasant experience for us. Just think of yourself, okay? I'm thinking for myself now. You think for yourself, if you and I were blind, we wouldn't be able to see each other, we wouldn't be able to see our surroundings. Anything that is going in and around us. We could hear, we could talk, we could do everything, but we cannot see. So even when the boy had his blindness, there were people to appreciate him. They tried to make it better for him. So there are people in and around us. There are people who are blind, there are people who are deaf, who are dumb. Okay? What we must do, we must in turn help them because they wish to be like us. They wish to be like us. They also have the desire to see, to hear, to talk. But unfortunately, they have not got it. In that same time, what we should do to ourselves? We should be grateful that we are fine. We should be grateful that all of our senses are perfectly done. All of our senses are in place. Anything that is happening, be grateful. Gratefulness will always take you a long way to go. Okay? So in this, that's the story that I wanted to narrate. Why I wanted to narrate this story to you is because it is somewhere connected to the poem here. As I'm reading it for you or as I'm reciting it for you, you carefully look at the words that I say. Some have been derived from what we don't use today. It's a short form of words that is used. But I want you to understand each word perfectly as I read it. Okay, observe everything that I read for you. So open your text or follow your copies in 157. I will begin, please follow it. Okay. The Blind Boy is for memorization by Kali Kiba. Oh, say, what is that thing called light, which I must never enjoy? What are the blessings of the sight? Oh, tell your poor blind boy. You talk of wondrous things you see. You say the sun shines bright. I feel him warm. But how can he or make it day or night? My day or night myself I make, whenever I sleep or play. And could I ever keep awake? With me it were always day. With heavy sighs I often hear, you moan my hapless woe. But sure with patience I can bear, a loss I never can know. Then let not what I cannot have, my cheer of mind destroy. Whilst thus I sing I am a king, although a poor blind boy. Okay, for those who didn't follow, I'm going to read it again. Follow your copies carefully. The Blind Boy, Kali Kiba. Oh, say what it is, that thing called light, which I must never enjoy. What are the blessings of the sight? Oh, tell your poor blind boy. You talk of wondrous things you see. You say the sun shines bright. I feel him warm, but how can he or make it day or night? My day or night myself I make, whenever I sleep or play. And could I ever keep awake? With me it were always day. With heavy sighs I often hear, you moan my hapless woe. But sure with patience I can bear, a loss I never can know. Then let not what I cannot have, my cheer of mind destroy. Whilst thus I sing I am king, although a poor blind boy. Okay, so this is the recitation of the poem. You can add your own way of saying it, but pronounce the words properly, okay? Pronounce the words properly, only then it gets better. Otherwise, it's unpleasant to hear. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to feel the poem. Feel each word that is written, feel each sentence that is written as we are going to discuss or analyze or interpret the poem by Kiba. Lot of images are there in the poem. Why these images are put down is for the emotional attachment that the boy feels here. Okay, we'll get into detail who is what is he doing, yet there is a lot of emotional attachment. Attach yourself to that boy there. Feel for that boy, and only when you feel the poem here, you will understand it better. Okay, so feel the poem with each line and with each word as we discuss. Now the speaker of the poem is the blind boy here. Okay, so the speaker is the blind boy. Okay, the speaker of the poem, or the one who is telling you what his problems is, the blind boy. So we will move on. The Blind Boy by Kali Kiba. Now feel the poem when we are reading it and when I am telling you the interpretation of it. Oh, say what is that thing called light, which I must never enjoy. Okay, it's never. Which I must never enjoy. So what is the blind boy asking there? He's saying, tell me what is called light, which I can never enjoy, which I cannot see, which I cannot feel good about. Tell me what is that thing called light, what you tell as light, what you see as light. Tell me what is light. Okay, which I can never enjoy, I can never see, I can never feel the presence of the light there. What are the blessings of the sight? Oh, tell your poor blind boy. So what he says, what are the blessings of the sight? That is, now that you can see, tell me what kind of blessings you have. What are the things that you feel that you are grateful for? What are the things that you are appreciating when you can see? Now he says you are seeing things, you are understanding things through your eyes. Tell me what those blessings are. Tell me what kind of satisfaction you get when you see those things. Oh, tell your poor blind boy. So he's telling, I'm a poor boy, I'm a blind boy, I cannot see, I cannot know what is light, I can never enjoy it. And you have received the blessing of eyesight there, you have received the blessings of having your senses intact. Tell me what it is. He says, I am a poor boy, I am a blind boy, but you tell me what your blessings are. So that's the first stanza. Moving on to the second stanza. You talk of wondrous things you see, you say the sun shines bright. Okay? So he's telling, just assume it to anybody out there, okay? He is speaking to anybody, any person out there. He may be telling it to us, he may be telling it to any person that, but the speaker is a blind boy. What does he say? You talk of wondrous things you see, you say the sun shines bright. So the boy tells, you are talking of lot of wonderful things, lot of pleasant things, lot of marvelous things that are happening in and around you. Okay, you are seeing them. You can feel what's happening around you and you can enjoy what you see. And then he's saying, you say the sun shines bright. The boy is telling, you're telling me the sun is shining bright, but I am an unfortunate poor boy. I cannot see how the sun is shining bright. So you can see it. You can see what light is. You can see how the sun is shining. How if it's a gloomy day or it's not a gloomy day, you can see it. Okay? And that is wonderful of what you're talking. Those are the wondrous things, okay? Pleasant and beautiful things that you're talking about. I feel him warm, but how can he make it day or night? Now the boy has a question for us. He says, I can only feel his warmth. I can feel the heat, but I cannot see him. I cannot see the rays of the sun. I cannot see how bright it is, but I can feel the heat. I can feel the sun, okay? I can feel him warm, but how can he or make it day or night? So the boy's question to us is, how can the sun make it day or night? How can the sun rise and how can the sun set? Okay, you can see the process of rising and setting down. But I am not able to see it. I am not able to understand the reality there. Those are the wonderful things I would love to see. Those are the wonderful things that I always want to cherish. Okay? But what I can do is only feel, but I cannot be seeing it. Okay? I want you to feel the poem, otherwise you won't understand it. Okay, moving on to the third stanza. My day or night myself I make, whenever I sleep or play. So the boy says, my night and day is according to me. Okay? When I sleep it is night for me, when I play it is daytime for me. So whenever my night or day myself I make. I am making my night and my day on my own. But for those who can see, when the sun is rising it's daytime for you. When the sun is setting it is night time for you. It's nightfall at that time for you. You can see the process, I can't see. So I am assuming it myself. And the boy says, when I sleep it is night time for me, but when I go out to play it is daytime for me. And could I ever keep awake, with me it were always day. Okay, this is it were. Okay, it were. I think I have told you the pronunciation of this, okay. Were and where. Were. Where were you going? Okay, both are not the same pronunciation. Where and were. Alright. So this is it were. Okay, it were. And could I ever keep awake, with me it were always day. Okay. The boy says, can I See, I cannot see the process of day and night. I cannot see what is happening in and around me. So I am assuming it for myself, okay. If I could ever keep awake, if I could stay all along awake, okay, with me it would be always daytime. Because see, for the others, he says, for you when you sleep, you assume it to be dark. You close your eyes and sleep. But I am closing my eyes or I cannot be seeing. It's dark for me always. So whenever I see the opposite side, it's always daytime for me. Now at this time, he is little proud of his blindness than feeling guilty or than regretting or than feeling sorry for his condition. In this stanza, he is happy with what his condition is, okay. He is proud with what his condition feels. Now in the previous stanza, I just forgot to tell you, okay. In the second stanza, he is showing his, he is telling us that he is not sure what day and night is, okay. What dark is, because everything is dark for him. But in the third stanza, he feels proud, okay, it's fine that I am blind, I can manage on my own and I have no problem with it. So what does he say? My day and night, I am making it for myself. When I play, it is day, when I sleep, it is night. But otherwise, on a normal being, for you, when you have it dark around you, when you close your eyes and sleep, it is daytime, whereas when you see light, it is day. But for me, it's not like that. What is it for me? It is for me, if I could ever keep awake, if I could always open my eyes and see the light, it would be always day. But now, what is my condition? I can see it all dark. So there is no need for me to consider it as night time. I only wish to see the light. Moving on, go to 158. Okay. With heavy sighs I often hear you moan my hapless woe. Okay. With heavy sighs I often hear you moan my hapless woe. Now what is he saying? With heavy sigh, is that it? Now you run, okay, and a sigh is, take it like this. You run 2 rounds in the ground, then you're taking your breath, okay, you're sighing and you're feeling, okay, I have completely finished it, okay, you leave your breath once for all. With heavy sighs, or sighs can also be taken like this, okay. That is, now if there is a lot of sadness, have you seen people, if they cry and then they continuously sobbing and you hear that noise, okay, that's also can be considered as sighing. What is sighing here in the poem is, people are talking about the sadness that, or people are expressing the sadness towards the boy, okay. So, with heavy sighs I often hear you moan my hapless woe. So, he is saying, with lot of sadness, all people around me, with lot of sadness, you are telling, oh, that boy is blind, poor boy, I wish he could see. Okay, that's actually making things worse, but oh, I wish I could see, you could see. Others are telling him, they are showing him some sorrow, they are mourning it, okay, they are showing regret for what he cannot see, they are showing regret for his condition. Okay, my hapless woe. Now, hapless woe is my regrettable condition. You are considering me as an unlucky fellow. You are considering me as a boy that cannot be normal. With heavy sighs I often hear you moan my hapless woe. So the boy is saying, people who are in and around me, I can hear them showing their sadness, their regret towards me, towards my bad condition, towards my unpleasant condition, and considering me not to be a normal fellow, not to be a normal boy. But sure, with patience I can bear a loss I never can know. So he says, and he's saying, okay, he's consoling himself, I have the patience to hear whatever you can say. And I don't know this loss properly, because I have not seen anything. So I cannot be comparing my blindness with people having eyesight. So this is a loss maybe. For you, you may feel this is a loss. But I don't feel this is a loss for me because I actually cannot see anything. If I had the chance to see, or if I had one day eyesight would come back to me, then I could say, okay, I was an unlucky fellow, or I could count my blessings. But now I am in a situation, now this I am saying is a reference to the boy, okay, so don't get confused. I is a reference to the speaker. The blind boy says, if I had a chance, okay, if I had a chance to see, if I got that eyesight once, that day I could say, okay, that is a loss for me, blindness was a loss. But today my situation is such that I don't know what is around me. I don't know how pleasant atmosphere is around me. And that is why with patience I can hear all of your sighs. With patience I can hear all of you mourning for me. All of your sadness is being expressed, well and good. I have the patience to hear. But I don't know this loss. Okay, I can never know this loss because I don't know the reality. I don't know the other side. Okay, moving on. Then let not what I cannot have my cheer of mind destroy. So then he is telling them, don't mourn for me like that. Allow me to be like how I am. Allow me the way I am. Then let not what I cannot have. Don't keep on telling me that I am blind and you cannot see, or you are mourning for me. That's making me feel bad. That's making me feel sad for the things that I really don't have. So don't make me feel that I don't have them. Don't make me feel that I cannot have the eyesight, or I cannot see the brightness outside. Don't make me feel like that. My cheer of mind destroy. Don't spoil my mind. Don't spoil the happiness that I have in my mind. Be nice to me. Be good to me. That's okay. I have the patience to bear the loss. And I don't know what is outside me. So it's okay. No problem. I will be how I am. You just help me on the way. That's it. But don't disturb the happiness that is there in my mind. Don't disturb the peacefulness that is there in my mind. I am happy how I am. Whilst thou, okay, whilst or while is the same. Whilst thus I sing, I am a king, although a poor blind boy. See the boldness in the boy that he says. See the satisfaction that he has in those lines. Whilst thus I sing, I am a king, although a poor blind boy. So he is appreciating himself. So we should be proud, isn't it? The boy is appreciating himself. Now you should be confident on yourself always. And the boy is confident. He says, whilst thus I sing, okay, I may be telling you, I may be, sing is, take it as a reference of, I may be telling you things. I may be expressing certain things, whatever it is, though I cannot see, though I cannot appreciate what's in and around me, though I cannot see the brightness, though I really want to enjoy it but I can't, I still am a king. Okay, although a poor blind boy. Even though I am very poor, I may be blind, I may not be able to appreciate, I consider myself to be the king. Okay, so this is The Blind Boy by Polly Kiba. Now, go back to the first stanza. See the images, okay, I'll give you the images, mark it down. Light, okay. Did you feel, just close your eyes for a moment and just imagine that you were blind and think you were waiting to see that light, okay. Now, it happens, right, when you're sleeping for a long time and it's all dark and suddenly somebody comes and switches on the light, you feel you cannot be seeing it, okay. The boy wishes to see like that. The boy wishes that spark in his eyes. The boy wishes that spark in his eyesight, okay. So, light, okay, then the eyesight that is there, the sun that is shining bright, the warmth that is there. Did you feel the warmth? I feel him warm, but how can he make day or night? Okay. Then playing, then daytime. then his mind and he being a king, okay. You can add your own images there. This is not a complicated poem, okay. This is not a complicated poem which has too many interpretations. Easily you can interpret this poem and easily understood. Now go to the first stanza back, look at the rhyme scheme that is there. I'll teach you something, I don't know if you know this, but learn it anyway. Rhyme scheme, okay, we'll study the rhyme scheme. Now look at the first stanza there. Light, sight, okay. Understand this marking properly. I'm not aware if you really know it, but I would like to teach it to you, okay. Now in the first stanza, light and sight. I am aware, this much you know, okay, light and sight, but this will be marked as A and this will also be marked as A. Now go to the second line there, enjoy and boy. This will be marked as B. So it will go like this, light, enjoy, sight and boy. So A, B, okay. A, B, light and sight is rhyming, so A and A. Enjoy and boy is rhyming, so B and B. AB is over here, okay, this stanza is over. So you are not continuing AB again. Next you will move to CD, okay. So we will see the second stanza. So this is the first stanza, okay. A and A, light and sight, enjoy and boy is B. Let's see the second stanza. C and he, okay, C, bright, he, night. You must follow your copies, okay, just simply don't see, you follow your copies, otherwise you won't understand. Now C, bright, he and might. What's rhyming here? C and he is rhyming. So C, why is it C? A is over, B is over, next is whatever comes first is C. Next is C and he is rhyming, so C. Bright and night is rhyming, so D, okay. Alright. Now A, B, C, D is over, we will go to E and F. What is that word there? Make, play, awake, day. Now these are all the last words, okay, rhyming words that are there. Make, play, awake and day. So what is rhyming here? Make and awake. So what is over here? D is over. Next is E. E and F. So E and E, F and F. Make, awake, play and day. This is the third stanza. Now A, B, C, D, E, F is over. Now see, this is because each stanza has different rhyming words. We go A, B, C, D. Now there is no rhyming word as light anywhere. Okay, wait, just let me check 1 second. Yeah, there is no rhyming word as light again. If there is a rhyming word as light, now sight is there. Okay, light, sight. Okay, bright, night. Okay, I'm sorry. Just give me a second, 1 second. Okay, forget this. We'll write it again. Okay, I just mistook it. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll do it again. Now, light, enjoy, sight, boy. Okay, so A, B, B. Alright. Second is C, bright. Please forget what I did now, concentrate now, okay? I am really sorry, students. Night. Okay, now see here. Light, sight, bright and night is matching. So this will go as A. Okay. Next is not matching. Okay. So it will become C. Alright. So A, B, C, A. Because the A is matching over here. Light, sight, bright, night. You are written marked A over here and that is why it continues. But C is not matching to B. So it will go C. Third stanza. Make, play, awake, day. Okay. So C is over. D, E, E. Okay. D, E, E. That is the third stanza. The fourth stanza is okay, D, F, G. Here, there, O, no. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is over. Next stanza. Have, destroy, king, boy. Okay. Now nothing is matching over here. Okay. All the previous words are not matching. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G is over H, I and I. So what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? On an overview, the rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, C, A, D, E, okay, D, E, F, G, H, I. This is the rhyme scheme of the poem. Okay, A, B, C, A, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, little complicated maybe, but work it on your own, you will know it, okay. Now this is how you write it. See, just because the first word is rhyming, whatever is rhyming with that you mark it as A. We begin with first letter of the alphabet, A. Then move on to B. If anything is matching in B, write it as B. Then if anything is matching in C, if not, next go to C, then D, okay. It depends on how long the poem is and what are the words that are used in it, okay. So this is the poem, students. Interpret it on your own also. Poems can be interpreted on your own. Not only my interpretation is right always, you can also interpret it on your own, alright. So don't blindly take what the teacher says. You have to put in your own imaginations to do it, alright. So this is the interpretation or my interpretation of the poem, The Blind Boy by Colley Kiba. Now I'll just read that poem in 159 and with that we can wind up. Joy and woe are woven fine, William Blake. Joy and woe are woven fine, a cloth for the soul divine. Under every grief and pine runs a joy with skin twine. It is right, it should be so. Man was made for joy and woe, and when this we rightly know, through the world we safely go. So what is important? Joy. Joy is important. Joy and woe, that is joy and sadness. Happiness and sadness, if you put together in a similar thread and if you know how to balance it, your life will be happy. Okay? Through the world we safely go. This was William Blake. Alright, thank you students for listening. I know it's a little long today, but manage it anyway. Okay? Thank you very much for listening. See you in the next class.